Have you ever felt like your entire world is collapsing in an instant? Like the ground beneath you is disappearing and the air becomes heavy, making it hard to breathe? Betrayal is not just pain, it is the destruction of trust, something you've built for years. And the worst part, it can happen at any moment to anyone. We are all at risk of being betrayed by a friend, a loved one, a colleague, even family. It's like a knife in the back, something you never see coming. Fear. It paralyzes you, keeping you from moving forward. You're afraid to trust again, afraid to feel that pain once more, afraid to make another mistake. Time, they told you it heals. But if that's true, why does the wound still feel fresh? Money, it won't buy loyalty, but it will reveal who truly stands beside you. But you know what? Pain is not the end, it's the beginning. You either let it break you or you turn it into fuel for your future. Today, you will learn how to overcome betrayal so that it will never have power over you again. Listen closely, because this will change your life. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you're ready to take control of your destiny. Every action you take inspires me to create more videos that will make you stronger. Betrayal, it's a blow you never saw coming. It knocks you off balance, making you question everything, yourself, the people around you, the very meaning of trust. But let's look at it differently. Why is betrayal a part of life? Because people are flawed. Because fear, selfishness, greed, and even foolishness push people to actions they later justify to themselves. Because no one is immune to making mistakes. You cannot control others. You cannot force someone to be loyal, honest, or grateful, but you can control yourself and your reaction. The Stoics said, "It is not events that make us unhappy, but our reaction to them." You can see betrayal as destruction or as a lesson. People do not betray you personally. They betray themselves, their own words, their own values. Their actions reflect who they are, not who you are. Mistakes people make after betrayal. When you are betrayed, your first reaction is pain and anger. You want revenge. You want that person to feel the same pain you do. Or you close yourself off. You withdraw, sink into depression, and stop trusting anyone at all. These are two extremes and both lead to destruction. One of the most common mistakes is holding on to resentment. People live for years with hatred inside them, feeding it with thoughts of the past. But hatred only destroys you, while the one who betrayed you moves on. Why let them control your emotions? The second mistake is wanting the betrayer back. Sometimes the pain of loneliness feels worse than the betrayal itself. You convince yourself it wasn't that bad, that maybe you can forgive. But remember this, if someone has betrayed you once, they will do it again, unless you set firm boundaries. The third mistake is waiting for justice. You hope that life will balance the scales, that the betrayer will suffer as you did. But the world does not work according to your expectations. Justice is not something that comes to you. It is something you create for yourself. Why ignoring pain is the worst decision. You can try to numb the pain with work, distractions, new people, but it will stay inside you. You can pretend you don't care, but deep down, that wound will fester, eating you alive from within. Ignoring pain is like refusing to treat a deep wound, hoping it will heal on its own. You don't need to run from pain. You need to face it head on. Allow yourself to feel it, but don't live in it. Understand what exactly is hurting you. Is it the fear that you were never truly loved? Is it the anger that your efforts were never appreciated? Is it the disappointment that everything you gave was taken for granted? The moment you understand what emotion is hiding behind your pain, you can begin to let it go. The Stoics taught suffering is a choice. You choose what to do with your pain. You can let it control you, or you can turn it into power. Breaking down emotions. What happens to us after betrayal? When you are betrayed, it's not just an event, it's an emotional explosion. In an instant, Rage takes over. Your heart tightens with pain, and inside, everything screams, "Why did this happen to me?" You feel injustice. You feel like your entire trust in the world is shattered. But do you know what makes betrayal truly dangerous? It doesn't just hurt, it changes you if you allow it. You start doubting people, seeing lies where there are none, fearing attachment, because you never want to feel this pain again. Betrayal builds a wall, and you either get trapped behind it or you break through. Emotions after betrayal follow a cycle. First, shock, then anger, then resentment, and finally fear. Fear of going through it again, fear of trusting, fear of opening yourself up to the world. But that fear is what makes you weak, because as long as you are afraid, betrayal still has power over you. Remember this, emotions are your tools. You either learn to control them, or they will destroy you from within. How fear blocks your life and why overcoming it is crucial. Fear, it is your prison guard. It chains you down, forcing you to live in the past, replaying the moment of betrayal over and over again. You are afraid of new relationships, afraid of new people, afraid to trust, even those who truly deserve it. But let's be clear, fear is an illusion. It doesn't protect you. It doesn't make you stronger. It only keeps you stuck. How can you move forward if you are always looking back? Strong people don't fear betrayal. They know sooner or later it will happen. But they also know their strength doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from transforming it into wisdom, into experience. How do you defeat fear? Through action. Every time you choose to move forward, instead of standing still, you break its hold over you. You learn to trust yourself, to trust your instincts. You learn to see the world not through the lens of fear, but through the lens of opportunity. Remember this, as long as you are afraid, you are still trapped in the past. Only by conquering fear do you become the master of your life. The Stoic approach, controlling emotions, is the key to inner freedom. Betrayal is just an event, but your reaction to it, that is your choice. Here are 3 principles that will help you break free from suffering. 1. Separate what you can control from what you cannot. You cannot control other people's actions. You cannot force someone to be loyal, but you can control yourself, how you react, what you do next. Josh 2. Shift your focus from pain to growth. Yes, it hurts, but instead of dwelling on that pain, use it. How can you become stronger? What lessons can you take from this? How can betrayal help you in the future? You are not obligated to react to every emotion that flares up inside you. Anger, resentment, fear, they are just signals, but you are the one who decides what to do with them. When you learn to control your emotions, you stop being a victim. You stop depending on what others do, and you start living based on your strength, not your pain. Time is the key resource. What are you doing with your days after betrayal? When betrayal happens, it feels like time slows down. You catch yourself replaying that moment over and over, every detail, every word. You get stuck in the past. The pain doesn't fade, it only grows. But here's what you need to understand. Time does not heal, it simply moves forward, and how you use it determines whether you stay in pain or move on. Betrayal drains your energy, your thoughts, your focus, and as long as you continue to give that event your time, it continues to control you. If you want to be free, start managing your days with intention. Step 1. Stop feeding the pain. Stop rereading old messages. Stop checking their social media. Stop searching for explanations where there are none. Everything you need to know has already happened. Step 2. Fill the void. Betrayal creates emptiness, and if you don't fill it yourself, the memories, the pain will return to take its place. Start something new. Learn a skill. Exercise, set a goal. Time is your tool, and the more actively you use it, the faster you will heal. Time can be your ally, but it can also become your trap. Some people never recover from betrayal. Years pass, yet they remain stuck in the same pain. Why? The first mistake, waiting for an apology. You hope that this person will realize what they have done, that they will come back, apologize, and make things right. But the truth is, most betrayers don't even believe they did anything wrong. Waiting for an apology is a waste of time, keeping you trapped in the past. The second mistake, repeating the same story. You keep telling your friends how you were betrayed. You go over the details again and again, searching for new meaning. But every time you do this, you breathe life back into the pain. The third mistake, seeking justice. You want them to suffer, to regret, to feel the same loss you felt. But this is not your battle. The faster you let go of revenge, the faster you set yourself free. The fourth mistake, shutting yourself off from the world. You fear new relationships, new friendships, new opportunities, because you don't want to feel that pain again. But this is what keeps you trapped in suffering. If you want to move forward, stop holding on to the past. It's hard, but the only way to truly reclaim your life is to release what you can no longer change. You can't control time, but you can control your healing process. Step 1. Accept reality. What happened has already happened. You can feel regret, anger, blame, but none of it will change the fact of betrayal. The sooner you accept reality, the sooner you will begin to heal. Step 2. Allow yourself to feel. Do not suppress your emotions, but do not live in them either. Allow yourself to grieve, to be angry, to feel disappointed, but do not let these feelings define your future. Step 3. Realize that you are free. Yes, it hurts, but now you have no more illusions. You see the truth, and truth is always power. Step 4. Create a new goal. Without a goal, you will remain stuck in the past. Redirect your energy into growth. Start learning, travel, work on yourself. The more you focus on the future, the faster the pain fades. Step 5. Rebuild your trust in the world. Not all people are the same. Do not let one betrayal take away your faith in good people. Trust is a choice, and you can choose who deserves it. Time does not heal if you do nothing, but if you take control, time becomes your ally. How financial independence helps you overcome betrayal. Betrayal is not just emotional pain, it's a blow to your sense of control. Suddenly, you realize that someone has taken away your confidence in tomorrow. You feel vulnerable, especially if that person played a major role in your life. But do you know what truly gives you strength? Financial independence. When you control your finances, you control your life. You don't depend on the betrayer. You don't need to cling to a broken relationship. You have a choice. You have freedom. Financial independence is not just about money. It's about certainty in your future. It's the ability to say, I decide what to do with my life. It's the power to walk away from toxicity, to take a break, to explore new opportunities. Money won't buy happiness, but it creates an environment where healing is easier. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you will reclaim your power. Why money reveals the true nature of people around you. Money exposes people. When things are good, you may have dozens of friends, partners, acquaintances. But what happens when you lose money? Who stays by your side? Betrayal works the same way. It shows you who was truly with you and who was only there for their own benefit. People who love you for who you are and not for what you provide will never betray you, but be careful. When you start to rise again, when you become stronger after betrayal, when you regain financial stability, some people will try to come back. They will say they made a mistake, that they regret it, that they want your trust again. Remember one thing, if someone betrayed you for personal gain once, they will do it again the moment the opportunity arises. Money is a tool that helps you see who is truly by your side. Do not be afraid to use this filter. The sooner you accept it, the less pain you will experience in the future. History is full of people who use betrayal as fuel for greatness. Think of Steve Jobs. He was betrayed by his own company. He was fired from Apple, the very company he built. It was a devastating blow. But he didn't break. He created Pixar, then returned to Apple and turned into the most powerful tech company in the world. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was betrayed by people she trusted, But instead of letting betrayal destroy her, she used it to build a media empire. And there are thousands of stories like this. Great people do not avoid pain. They use it as motivation. They say, I will prove to everyone that this was their mistake, not my weakness. You can do the same. You can use betrayal as fuel, as proof that you are stronger than anyone ever expected. Your story is not over. It is just beginning. How betrayal can become your advantage. You can see betrayal as the end, or you can see it as a starting point. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it shatters illusions, but this is exactly what gives you the opportunity to be reborn. Great people do not run from betrayal. They know it is inevitable, but instead of becoming victims, they turn it into their strength. Betrayal reveals who you truly are. It shows how resilient you are. It teaches you to see people without their masks, and most importantly, it gives you new motivation. Because you have two choices. You can either break, or you can prove to yourself that you are stronger. You can either stay trapped in the pain, or use it as fuel for growth. Remember this. Winners are not the ones who never experience betrayal. Winners are the ones who use it to become greater than ever before. Why strong people use pain for growth. Look at the most successful people. They have all experienced betrayal, but instead of letting pain destroy them, they turned it into their weapon. When you transform pain into power, you become dangerous. No one can control you. No one can break you. No one can stop you. You become the person who chooses their own destiny. Strong people don't get stuck in emotions. They use them. They don't run from pain. They transform it. They don't seek revenge. They become so successful that their betrayers regret what they did. You can do the same. 5 steps to a new life where betrayal has no power over you. Step 1. Let go of unnecessary people. If someone betrayed you, they are no longer your person. The faster you release them, the faster you free yourself. Step 2. Redirect your energy. Do not waste time on hate. Use it to become stronger, smarter, more successful. Step 3. Find your new goal. Let pain be your motivation. Let it be your fuel. Step 4. Become someone who cannot be betrayed. This doesn't mean you won't experience betrayal again, but it means you will never depend on it again. Step 5. Live in a way that the past no longer has power over you. The best revenge is your new, extraordinary life. You are no longer a victim. You are the creator of your destiny. Now you know what to do. Now you understand that pain is not the end, it is the beginning. You can let betrayal break you, or you can use it as fuel for your greatness. Time heals, but only if you know how to use it. Money gives freedom, but only if you use it wisely. Fear disappears when you choose strength. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe if you want more insights that will make you stronger. And hit the like button. Your support makes these videos possible. You are the master of your life. No one else has power over you.